Displaying data. That's what we're looking for today. Most of this you'll probably have a good idea of. Now, write each fraction as a decimal. We do that by taking the numerator and dividing the denominator. 2/5, hopefully you know, is 0.4. 49 out of 50 would be 0.98. 3 out of 50 would be 0.06. And 7 out of 10 would be 0.7. All right. Now, problem of the day. Hope it went well. All right, learn to display data in bar graphs, histograms, and line graphs. All right. You've done most of these, so we're going to be doing double line graphs, double bar graphs. We're going to talk about frequency tables and histograms. Now, a double bar graph is used to display and compare two sets of data. You can organize data using a frequency table by listing the items according to the number of times they occur. So, books read by boys, books read by girls. All right? We can make a double bar graph doing this. All right? So the frequencies are the heights of the bars in the graph. When we look at this, so that's the number of books read. Excuse me. Excuse me. This is the number of books read. This is how many girls or boys did it. You can see 0 books read, 2 girls, and 2 boys did that. All right? Each column has, for 1 book read, there were 3 girls read 1 book, only 1 boy. All right, 2 books, 3 girls, only 2 boys. 3 books, we had 1 girl and 4 boys. And for 4 books, we had, many girls and only 1 boy, and so on. It's color-coded. So each category has both a girl and a boy chart for it. So we look at his tickets sold. 0 tickets sold, 5 tickets sold, 10 tickets sold, 15, 20, or 25. Boys that sold 0 tickets were 3, girls were 4. All this information's here, but we can quickly put that into a double bar graph and it becomes very obvious. So, number of kids that sold 0 tickets. Boys, there were 3 of them. Girls, there were 4. Number of kids that sold 0 tickets. 5 tickets. There were 9 boys, 4 girls. Number that sold 10. There were 9 girls and 3 boys. And it goes so on. You have 2 pieces of information for each number, and it's a comparison of those 2. So you compare how the girls did to the boys in each category, or vice versa. That's the big benefit of a double bar graph. Now, a histogram is a bar graph that shows the frequency of data within equal intervals. Equal intervals, important. Jimmy surveyed 12 children to find out how much money they received from the tooth fairy. Use the data to make a histogram. So he found out that some students only received a quarter and some received up to $3.50. All right? So what he's going to do is he's going to break that down. He's going to make intervals of $1. So when he makes this graph, watch this. Money and then frequency. Frequency is the amount of times it occurs. Children that made 0 to 99 cents from the tooth fairy, there were 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? Made $1 to $1.99, there were 3 of them. Made $2 to $2.99 and made 3 to $3.99. Please plan this out. Each covers 100 spots going from 0 to 99. Make sure you have the same number of spots. It's easy to go 0 to $1 and then 101 to $2. Those wouldn't be the same, so please be careful there. Now we're going to use this to make a chart. All right, histograms do not have spaces between the bars. So it's a bar graph, but without spaces between. So, children that made 0 to 99, there were 4 of them. Then, since 1 starts right after that, there's no space here, 1 to 99, there were 3 of them. Then, since 2 starts right after that, 2 to 299, there were 2 of them. And 3 to 399, there were 3 of them. No space between because there's no space between these amounts. All right? Now, Tanya surveyed 14 children in after-school daycare to find out how many hours they spend there. Use the data to make a histogram. So, they want to put it in a chart first. So, we have from 30 minutes up to 3 hours. So, we're going to make our ranges. 0 to 30 minutes, 31 to an hour. 101 to 30, All right? Now, if they're going to do this, they've made one mistake. They should have gone 1 minute to 30 minutes because that makes the break 30 for every one of these. All right? So we make our data 0 to 30 minutes or 1 to 30 minutes is 2 children. 31 to an hour is 2 children. 101, an hour and 1 minute to an hour and 30 minutes is 2. 1 hour and 31 minutes to 2 hours is 4. And we go on down there. Then we make our histogram. 1 to 30 minutes, there were 2. 31 minutes to an hour, there were 2. 1 hour and 1 minute to 1 hour and 30 minutes, there were 3. Here's where we have the big jump. No space left between because we cover the whole continuum. Okay? A double line graph is used to show how two related sets of data change over time. Now, a CD is something that you used to put in a disc and it would play music. DVDs are the same thing and they're still kind of around a little bit. All right? So make a double line graph of the given data. Use the graph to estimate the number of CDs and DVDs sold in 2003. Yeah, this is old. It'd go way down if it was now. So in 98, 3,735. 2000, there were that many. 2002 and 2004. So we're going to look at each of these, the years with the number sold. The years with the number sold. And we're going to make 2 individual line graphs, but put them on the same thing. So watch how that works. All right. So we took that data. In 98, there were 735 DVDs. In 1998, there were 3,002 CDs. So we can compare and see how many more CDs than DVDs were sold. Then we notice that that gap starts to shrink a little bit as we go on. So it's a way to say, while both increased, DVDs closed the gap between the sales amount with CDs. That would be something we could show from this. All right? Strawberry baskets sold, figs sold. All right? We have the comparison of the two here. We can see how they change over time. All right? We have our strawberries in 1999, in 2001, 2003, 2005. We have our figs in 99, 2001, 2003, 2005. Now, we see the big variance here. We don't know why there were the changes, but we can see a lot more strawberries were sold than figs in this year, but both went up a lot. Maybe it was a very good year for fruit, and we had that big increase. We can see how they relate to each other and how the changes happen. Maybe they just got really popular in that time frame, and they had a good year, and in other years they weren't as popular. I'm not sure, but you can see how they relate to each other and make some conclusions for that. You're ready to start your lesson? Don't make it harder than it is. You guys have been doing a great job. Keep working hard. Thank you so much.